Welcome back to Les Schwab Tire Center's Outdoor GPS, presented by Fisherman's Marine and Outdoor. Now, it's real time.
It's our first opportunity to check in with somebody from the Puyallup Sportsman Show. What's going on right now? It's up there in Washington somewhere. You can find it, right? If you're watching up north of us, you can have a chance to go over and hang out and say hi to this guy. This is Jarod Higginbotham from Yakima Bait. Now, everybody slow down. He's not wobbly. He's just holding up his phone. We're all good. But hey, man, first thing, thanks for spending some time this morning. This is the time of year where you're running crazy from show to show to show. But how's it looking at Puyallup this year?
It's great, man. It's been a good show so far. You know, lots of people, lots of attendance, lots of positive vibes, and seeing lots of my buddies. And so it's great, man, hearing everybody's fish stories and seeing their photos. Man, I love this time of the year. You know, it's all year I work hard to make sure everybody gets good fishing gear and stuff out there. And so this time of year, they all come show me photos throughout the year on gear that they caught, new colors we designed and stuff. So, man, this is the cool part of my job for me.
Well, that's kind of the fun part about the show season. I mean, a lot of folks over the years, and you hear this as well, like, oh, they're always the same. Well, that's not true. That's where all the newest stuff is. Newest colors, newest patterns, newest sizes, depending on what baits it might happen to be. But in February is where you can find all these things, everyone, where you're not going to be able to find some of them when we get through this winter steelhead season or further into spring Chinook season or closer to spring Chinook season. You're going to start running out of some of the cool things. What have you guys got going on at Yakima Bait, that is, that's a little bit new or something that maybe people haven't seen yet?
Well, you know, we got some new maglet colors here at the show, right, that are for sale. So they're what they call Y colors. And there's one retailer here at the show, but I'm going to walk you through and I'll just show you some of the colors and the magnets they have here. They're really, really cool.
Perfect.
I got this whole wall of spinfish. I'm going to walk down this kind of fast. Check this out.
Wow.
Yeah, right? And then I'll get up close on some of these colors and show you guys some of these new ones that they got. They're selling here that are just Y codes, what we call Y codes. Or, you know, a lot of guys are collecting them and different stuff. So, you know, pretty cool, right? And so they got rooster tails here. And so Uncle Willie, Mr. Bill Herzog, and I are doing a seminar today at called Troutapalooza. We're doing it in Portland too. So if you're in Portland, you're going to want to come watch that. And it's going to be a fun one. We got smoke machines, rock and roll music, rooster tails. We're going to fire into the crowd. It's Uncle Willie and Big Jarod kind of seminar for sure.
I love it. Okay, so now you guys are going to do a seminar today up in Puyallup. What time is your seminar with Bill?
It's at noon. So my seminar today with Uncle Willie is at noon. And then I also have a seminar at 2 o'clock on the anatomy of a plug. And so a lot of people talk about plug fishing and how to fish plugs. Well, this is like, how do you make them work? Why do they work? And so people can better understand when they're out fishing certain waters, certain situations, how the plug is working, not just if it is or isn't, right? And so it's kind of like going into the motor of a car instead of just pushing the gas pedal. I guess that's how the seminar is going to go today. So I'm going to dive way deeper than most people do in plug seminars. I'm doing the same seminar in Portland, which is going to be a really cool seminar. I've done it before for Cody Herman's schools that he used to put on. I would do that, and so the only people that did it were the people that paid to come to school. Well, I'm letting the cat out of the bag here at the Sportsman Show, and I'm going to give everybody all this really cool info that they've never had in the seminar. I'll guarantee it. It's really neat.
Okay, now before we get to the little guy next to you, I got a question for you. Hi, Shane. Shane Magnuson, everyone. I got a question for you. Yesterday, I was pulling plugs for about an hour or so. The water was off color. The question that I had with one of my buddies was, what colors are really best in off-color situations? I mean, it wasn't muddy, but it was certainly much dirtier than what you'd call, quote-unquote, steelhead green. What colors? Do you like darker plugs, brighter plugs? What do you like in that condition?
Well, in those conditions particularly, like this is one of my very best ones in those darker off-colored glacial waters. And I just pulled it right off the shelf. This is like an orange with black spots. You can see it's a solid color, right?
Yeah.
So like something like this would be really good. You know, Shane pulled this one off the wall. So this is Shane's pick. This one's called Hot Rocks. Again, it's more of a solid color. I like more solid color things that are all dressed up like something like this, you know, in those types of situations. It's too much. I think it's gamma. Whoa, accident, bucket fell. So it's much of a pattern to have in the water. So it puts a camouflage on it. So when you fish those more solid patterns, it creates a bigger shadow.
Perfect.
So,
okay, so it makes sense. So you're shooting for the profile, maybe something to give them rather than the color itself.
Yeah, especially with the maglet, because all the maglets work the exact same, right? And so really the only difference between those is color. To where before, you know, you would have other plugs that work better than other plugs, but we designed the maglets to where they work all perfectly and all the same. So then it really does just come down to color, not action, because the same action is in every maglet. And so I just go by profile because it gives me, I just known over the years that gives the fish a better chance to see the lures in those darker conditions.
Thank you. I appreciate that, because I was actually going through the box yesterday. I'm trying to figure out what I should fish, and I went with the blue pirate, old school blue pirate, because I love it, and then the bright red. And so I couldn't have been too far off. So that was perfect. But
yeah, Bob Toman used to tell me that he starts every day with 2 colors, a flow red one and a metallic silver one, and that was it. And that was every day he would start that, and that would dictate to him, you know, how the day was going to go. If he was getting bites on the solid colored one, he would switch the other one out. If he was getting bites on the metallic one, he would stay with metallics. And that was in almost all colored water. So that's from the legend himself, Mr. Bob Toman. Rest in peace, my friend.
Yes, sir.
And I just want to say one other thing real quick, buddy, is the only thing missing at this Sportsman show is our good friends, Mr. Sam Baird, the legend, the greatest ever, the best to ever do it, right? The champ. That's the only thing missing here. We just miss you, Sammy. We love you, buddy. And we're doing it for you, bud.
That's awesome. I'm glad that you mentioned that. Shane, how you been, Mr. Magnuson?
Good, buddy. Good to see you.
Now, what have you got going on over there at the show this weekend?
Oh, you know, hanging out with Jarod in this booth and talking Yakima bait stuff. We, of course, got the scent booth over there. We've been giving seminars on scent and bait and all that kind of good stuff. And, yeah, doing our thing.
Very cool. Do you got all your scent there this year?
Absolutely. Yep. Yeah.
Well, everyone, I can promise you this. If you get a chance to find these guys over there at the P-Wallop Sportsman Show, you'll have some fun. And one way or the other, they're going to put a smile on your face, and hopefully you can find the gear that you need. Last question, though. This is actually from one of our viewers. Regionally based in Washington and Oregon, a lot of times people will find different colored plugs than they can find somewhere else, right? Depending on what areas you're in of Washington and Oregon, you can't find one particular color in the same spot. At these shows, are you bringing all of those colors that you have, the custom newer colors? Everything's going to be here in Portland that you might have up there in Puyallup?
No, it's going to be different because each retailer, it's up to them. It's just like if a group of people go to dinner, everyone's going to order something different. And each retailer orders different things, so therefore they bring different things to each show. And so you really want to, if you can, attend both shows, because then you're going to feast at the whole buffet, right? I mean, that's kind of how that whole thing works. And so, you know, there's great colors here. There'll be some great colors and some customs in Portland and a couple different retailers down there. And so, you know, you just really need to go and meander your way through all the retailers, that favorite color or pattern or size that you're looking for. That's really how you're going to find them. It's like hunting. If you hunt, you know, you got to hunt for it.
Yeah, there you go. Jarod, Shane, thanks for joining us this morning and sharing some info. And I really appreciate you answering that question, because that question came up this morning about finding those different colors.
I don't know if everybody knows or not, but this fellow right here, Mr. Shane Magnuson, we just hired him at Yakima Bait, so he's going to be helping design lures and do stuff, you know, that Buzz did for us before too, and helping me out. And so, great new addition with one of my best friends. Right, we're going to have a lot of fun over the next 30 years designing stuff to bring to you guys to catch some fish.
I love it, Shane. Congratulations, man. 30 years though? I don't know.
Probably 75 by then. I'll still probably be young and having fun and just running around, right? That's how I plan it.
There you go. I love it. Love you both, guys. Good luck. Be safe. And thanks for spending some time. Everyone, if you head up to Puyallup today, make sure you go by and say hi to Jarod and Shane Magnuson from now Yakima Bait as well. All right, guys, take care. All right, we're going to cut to a break. When we come back, we got your deal of the week for Fisherman's Marine. And then in a little bit, we're going to check in with Jason Hambley. A little bit different of a perspective from that Puyallup Sportsman Show. Don't go anywhere.
Outdoor GPS is brought to you by Chevy Silverado and the impressive new Turbo Max engine. Flex your muscle with the strongest, most advanced Silverado ever. Official truck of Outdoor GPS.